The enemy.
Backgrounds go off too. What is up, guys? Euclid back here with you again, and welcome back to Sins of the Prophets. It's been about 500 years since I've played this game, and I'm actually joined with one of their playtesters who goes by the name Paul. Paul, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi. Yeah, I test the game and stuff.
Yeah, he's humble,
That's all I got.
Like most of the team. Nah, it's not all he's got. He's a good dude. We actually played Battlefield and a lot of other games together, which admittingly has been taking way more time, obviously, compared to this game. But supposedly, according to Paul, I got him into this game, which I don't know if I should believe him or that or not. You say it is. We'll see. And then he became a playtester for the game. So he's actually one of the handful of people that helped to structure the game, find things that are wrong with it, and fix mistakes. They're a pretty dedicated group of people, and he's a good dude, so I'm lucky to have him with me in this video. And if we are lucky and we're content with it, we're going to try and make this a series, as we were talking about before. So, back into this, the update is actually called v0.88.5 Attrition. And there are a few things different in the game. I am not super knowledgeable on that yet, so I'll probably ask you a few questions like I was telling you about before, Paul. So really, what's the main new things in this update?
So main things, as far as 88 is concerned, was art overhauls for the most part.
Okay.
Opposed to 87. In 88.5, we did some major balance changes.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about the, like, obviously you mentioned before we started recording that v.88.0 was just an overhaul of the game, and a big one, a pretty sizable one. And then you were telling me how 88.5 is more so on the balance of the side of the Covenant.
Yes.
So.
I got some pretty hefty nerfs in response to some things we found. Them being able to just roll over UNSC fleets with one kind of ship. So we changed that, made that better.
Good. Yeah, I've heard about that. You know, despite that fact, I still lose to the UNSC just about every time I play. I think that's why my Let's Play series on Sins, admittingly, are so short. Because I stop it before. It always comes down to the fact that I feel like they're building an infinity really soon in the game. And as soon as I've seen it, it's like being on a paddle boat and seeing a megalodon. I know I'm dead, and I need to decide how I'm going to die. So that's usually...
Yeah, well, I mean... You spot an OAS, so the feeling's quite a bit worse.
Really? See, I've never built one, nor have I fought one. Not that.
They're not really worth it for players to build, but since the AI just fucking loves Titans, they'll build them.
Why wouldn't they like powerhouse ships, I guess, right?
Yeah.
The music in this game gets pretty loud, but God, it looks good. Like, this looks like its own standalone, bought off the shelves or bought straight out of Steam game. Like, the interface looks awesome, and I remember.
There you go. There's an invite.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, Paul's more reliable, so he's going to be hosting our game. Alrighty. Okay. I'll probably keep my symbol as a more so dark. We'll do it with purple. I'm going to keep it my cross swords.
You might want to change to Team 1.
Yes.
I don't want to get ass raped.
Oh, hardly. Paul's better than me at this game.
Yeah, but with 2 AIs on your team, I don't know. It wouldn't last very long.
So what are you thinking as far as their difficulty setting?
Let's just stick with normal.
Stick with normal? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna set them to random setup though.
Okay.
Not aggressor. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what you want to do team-wise.
It doesn't matter to me. As far as versing them, you're going to give them one Covenant and one USC, I see.
Alright.
Kind of mix it up a little bit if you want. We don't have to just do Covenant versus UNSC. I was just telling Paul before we started recording that I'm a bit of an elitist, and I always like to just see big fleets of Covenant going against the UNSC, but the beauty of this game is you have that kind of choice. And another thing that I've mentioned in one of my previous videos, which I tried to make good, but I feel it could have been done, way better, was that buying the, if I'm not mistaken, Paul, buying the DLC for Sins of a Solar Empire will also open up new options for Sins of the Prophets as well.
The random events and outlaw sectors.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Outlaw sectors will give you like little fleets. You can't control them, but they'll be on your team once you capture planets.
They protect your planets and stuff.
Yeah.
Protect your sectors. And if I'm not mistaken, sometimes
I don't know how they did it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they move on their own, they fight on their own, they do whatever they want.
It's ridiculous.
But if you're playing Covenant, you'll get Covenant outlaw fleets. If you're playing UNSC, you'll get UNSC outlaw fleets. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. Yeah, why not just do Covenant versus UNSC? That'll work.
Let's do it. Propagate the faith. And difficulty.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Oh man, it's been so long. And I love these info cards. I mean, this looks like its own full $60 off the shelf game. Oh man. I cannot waste any time. Okay.
Hold on, did the game start already?
Penilios.
Oh, it did. Awesome.
Yes.
I propagate the faith.
I propagate the faith.
Yes,
ORS.
noble one.
Don't be surprised when I ask you for advice, even though it's been a while. I feel like the game speed is way up there, isn't it?
I don't think it should be. Maybe you usually play on half or something.
I probably do.
But it should be standard speed. It might also be ICO servers.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we probably don't have one between us, but be wary of that.
Gotcha.
If you zoom out, you can see my territory.
Where did you learn?
It's one with a lot more DASs.
Yeah, because we brought up their build time to reduce spamming, because some people like to do that and kill our computers. So we upped their build time, and I think their supply, I could be wrong, but we did that to stop them from spamming scouts.
Nice. Says you're under assault. What are you dealing with over there?
Just expanding.
As far as a Covenant player goes, there's not many guides and stuff out there. For anybody, especially like me, who is not sure where to start as a Covenant player, what would you recommend you do first?
Start 6 SDVs is good for expanding alongside your ORS. And then if you can do it pretty quick, you can get a second fleet with a second ORS up pretty quickly.
Okay.
If you get a good start with your deuterium.
That's a good general rule there.
Also, definitely shield research early. And all the icons have been changed. Not all of them, but a lot of the UI stuff has been changed up. It's got a little hex pattern on it now. The shield one's been completely changed.
Okay.
Planetary improvement.
Nice.
It looks all nice and pretty now.
Giral Hane have no honor.
Man, this is fast. So these fleets probably go poof relatively quickly. There's only
The
one,
ancients grace us with their favor.
a few planets here and there in between ours. Okay,
Yeah, there's nothing behind us, so we'll have a good defensive structure.
that's good.
If you touch the comm one more time, I'll...
Also, Covenant really like population increase, so that's kind of where you want to go.
Gotcha.
And for resource processors, not necessarily the trade posts, the planetary structures.
Yeah. Now, can you place your structures wherever you want when you build them now?
Yep.
The covered
How do you do that? I'll be the guinea pig.
You have auto place on. It's the little square on the top left of your ship icon bit. If that's on, turn that off, because it'll place stuff the same as the AI places it. And you don't really want that, because they're not very smart when it comes to placement of things.
Okay. So I just didn't realize that. So
Yeah.
those of you that made that same stupid mistake, I just I asked for you. You're welcome. They don't have to look stupid. I'll just do it for them. Okay. The storm cutters look awesome.
Yeah, they do.
My Corvette is at your disposal.
The ancients grace us with their favor.
Okay.
The covenant shall grow by my hand. I propagate the faith.
Let me go ahead and bring my fleets over and take this planet over beside me called Meduna.
Open a void rift.
Where's that at?
Open a void rift.
Oh, okay. Oh man, you got 2 methanes? You're set, dude. You're gonna be rich as fuck.
Good. I need it. When someone's not exactly a strategical genius of this game, having more resources is definitely a good thing.
Corvette at the ready.
Oh man, playing it at this setting is crazy.
Your will.
I don't think it's not going that fast for me.
It actually, the game looks better when played at this speed.
Corvette at the ready.
Oh no, that's the ship speed changes.
Yeah.
Forgot to mention that. There's been like crazy changes to ship speed.
It actually looks
I don't
good.
remember. Covenant ships such as the SDV and the DAS, I think, are the only ones that are in the now fast category.
Yeah.
Which means they're super duper speedy boys.
Super Duty Speedy Boys. So for those of you who like to build Super Duty Speedy Boys, the SDV is your chariot.
Yeah, and ships like the DRP, I think that's DRP, probably DSC, I can't remember.
The DRP even worth messing with.
Well, I mean, it's a good tank. It has the shield strength to tank stuff.
Okay.
And then it also has a higher average hull to other UNSC ships, so.
On the path.
Spooky.
Love that.
My fucking starting
voice.
RS is named Wart.
Is it really?
Yeah. My second one's Resolve and Discipline, though, so it's good.
As you wish.
Gonna
Another
colonize.
planet shall spread the might of the Covenant.
Oh yes.
A new propagatable planet has been discovered.
I did set them, both the AIs, to UNSC, didn't I?
Believe so, yes.
And salvation.
Alright.
So civilian infrastructure is a pretty good thing to do first on your new planets, I imagine.
Yeah, that's
Our forces
foundries, ship foundries,
Our planet is under
the
attack.
resource things, that kind of thing.
What about extractors? Should I build those soon, or are those a priority?
Oh yeah, build those immediately. The research stations you really want to get to
Yeah.
fast, because I've been neglecting them and I'm falling behind research.
Okay. See, it's good that a guinea pig like me can ask these questions for everybody else. Now they don't have to feel bad.
Constant vigilance. The covenant shall grow by my hand.
So RS is called the Enlightened Fervor.
On the path.
Don't hurt me.
Orbital structure complete.
Okay.
I am an instrument of your will.
Asteroids. So with dealing with just asteroids, can you still colonize them like planets? A lot of there are different things in this game that can be occupied with units, but not necessarily colonized, I've noticed.
By my hand.
Oh yeah, the asteroids you can colonize. I think there's asteroid fields, which are different. I think it's what they're called.
Yeah.
And then there's battle graveyards, which are both. They'll give you research stuff, but they won't be colonizable.
Right.
Or not research, money.
Okay.
Constant vigilance. The Singhali shall always be your escort.
This and he
Speaking
shall
of which,
be
I need
your
my
escort.
The
control station.
luminaries shall
Oh,
guide us.
get the CCS, because Thesk's lines are in.
Yes. A good friend of ours,
Our
Thesteram,
forces have
has
arrived.
recently been included into the game as the Fleet Master, the very commander of the ships of the CCS. My favorite ship.
Let them feel
Lucky devil.
our fury.
He's very proud of that, too.
Yeah.
Look at that. The missiles launching.
My economy's
Eye
not
out
doing
for
very.
fighters.
Probably not upgrading my. Oop. First scouts have been spotted.
Warriors, at your stations.
Do this stuff.
Keep the thralls in line. Tell the menials there is no rest.
Till the menials, there is no rest.
I am an instrument of your will.
Gotta love all the gameplay. I'm trying to zoom in to capture some of the gameplay so they can see it, too.
Yeah.
These SDVs are pretty powerful starter ships, too.
Is at your disposal.
Actually, I don't remember if it was a game night or a test match. I used their newfound super speed to circle behind a fleet, and I wasn't able to to cut them off, but I was able to distract them long enough for my main fleet to come in and hit them behind.
The Singhali
They turned
shall
around.
always be your
So
Yeah.
the speed upgrades are incredibly useful, even in late game. The ship itself isn't exactly high stats.
Being sneaky. Is the demon here? Don't hurt me. Wait, where are we going?
I need to get this planet behind my capital.
Open a
Gotta get
void.
this research. Some holy relic.
Found a relic?
Nah, holy relic, like tactical capacities.
Ah.
Now, as far as research, as far as citizenry, ministries, assembly, you personally, when you play as the Covenant, what do you focus on the most as far as upgrading your ships, building more
The
ships?
flies will tremble.
To someone like
Probably higher. I kind of balance it,
Our
Generally.
brother is under attack.
okay,
but I like to kind of get the Kaz pretty quick.
yeah,
So, and definitely patrol stations, keep that as high as you can,
Planetary
because those are
finished.
your only defensive. Like, that's your only defense.
right.
So you want that early.
Okay.
The ancients grace us with their favor.
Reverence and salvation.
The humans' flies will tremble. Corvette en route.
Okay. For assembly.
I'm actually gonna focus on getting some patrol stations up right now. They're expensive. They cost 2,000, but they're required essentially.
Right.
Our forces have arrived.
The great journey awaits.
Orbital structure complete. More Huragok stations are required.
Okay. Gonna have 3 ORSs out in the field at least.
My Corvette is at your disposal.
This asteroid belt to be fully mined. If you look at the comparison of my universe and Paul's, you can see who the better player is. He's humble.
Planetary
I'm just fast expanding. I'm gonna crumple when they come and try to get me.
I don't have anything to depend on.
The ancients grace
He's
us
humble,
with their
guys.
favor.
That's he won't.
No, I
brag.
actually haven't been building anything extra. I'm absolutely gonna fall apart if they attack me now.
It really is hard to choose one way or the other when you wish you could just do it all, but then you're broke.
Yeah.
So CAR class frigates are good against fighters. How many of those would you recommend per fleet once your fleets start getting pretty big? Like, should I build those
Once
now?
Once you get to like the top fleet, but you really don't need to build them now. You only really need them when you go into combat with another player.
Right.
In this case, the AI. But yeah, they're not useful until then.
Okay.
But you want... I usually put like maybe 12. You don't need many. 8 to 12 is usually where I'm at.
I'm gonna colonize this asteroid belt here. I actually like the ships being faster because seeing the weapons fly faster just makes more sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just looks better. It looks more fluid. When it's slowed down, it is kind of boggy. Here we go, folks. The ships are flying faster than their missiles. They're so fast.
The humans flies will
I've not seen them really fast, like
fill the sky with
Like nothing's
Fast
moving
to
really
me.
fast for me.
the humans flies
Fast to me
will
is all I'm
tremble.
sure.
I don't know, maybe it's the server being an ironclad server.
Fill the
Probably.
sky with flame.
Another planet shall spread the might of the Covenant. As you wish.
Oh boy. Forerunner Terminus over here.
Ah, yeah. They're not in the newest version, but Cole's been working on them to make them look prettier.
Nice.
Get away from the cow.
Okay.
Giral Hane have no honor.
There you go.
Fill the sky.
Jackal pirates with Covenant ships. Which isn't like the hardest thing to believe. I kind of like that that's like how you make these neutral factions. You just take different ships and you know, they're claimed by these mercenary rogue nations.
Oh.
And I kind of like how that's
Yeah.
done.
Orbital structure complete.
There's Covenant AI ships that'll be in gravity wells occasionally, but they're really rare.
Right.
But of course, because they're much harder to kill.
Did you slow the game down, I'm assuming?
I don't think so. I don't think I can.
It looks so much better now. I've been playing with a sluggish speed. I think it's because I was intimidated by the game, and I don't feel bad for that. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing at the standard speed. You might be playing it at half speed, but I don't know.
Another planet shall spread the might of the Covenant.
Not the planet, Might of the Covenant. Shippy. All right. Yeah, that all auto feature was garbage, and I didn't even know how to turn it off. So there you go, guys. Now nobody has to reveal how goofy they are because I did it for you. You're welcome.
Planetary improvement.
You can count on Paul here to tell me when I'm being stupid. There we go. Waiting to discover my horse equivalent in this. Like, as far as the lore and the actual look of the ships and how they operate, the CCS is probably my favorite. I've never been able to find one I like more.
Yeah. I mean, there's always the CSO.
CSO is just wonderful.
They're gonna fucking yell at me for that.
More
I lo-
infrastructure is required.
It definitely deserves its own unique aesthetic,
Yeah.
but I agree. Just because of what it is. You know, it's not, oh, it's an upscaled ish, that, the other, which I get, but it's like at the same time. And these are my opinions and no one else's I'm representing. These are not Paul's opinions I'm representing for anybody that's watching. But yeah, I definitely agree that the it's awesome.
Orbital structure.
Have you heard the funny arguments about people arguing whether or not a a CSO could take an Infinity or not?
Fucking hell. Jeez, don't bring that up.
I love
Like-
chaos.
It is absolute chaos. That's all it is.
Orbital structure complete.
I've got my patrol stations up. There's a bunch of economy boosting researches too. And the slip space tech, the first slip space tech, which is the rightmost at the top on the citizenry tab,
Yeah.
will let you go through that portal.
Orbital structure complete.
Really? Which one is that?
Yeah.
Improved slip space?
I think it's that one, yeah.
Okay.
Holy Relic Voyaging.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first one in that tree, but yeah.
That's awesome.
So they are confirmed, both UNSC.
Have you come across any of them as far as a fight?
Planetary improvement.
Scale, or just scouts. But yeah.
Well, that's good. All right.
Reverence and salvation. The covered in
They got a lot of
shall
scouts,
grow
it seems.
by my hand.
Yeah.
Snag that ocean planet if you can. Those are really good.
Gotcha.
I am an instrument of your will.
SDVs can detect stealth units, if I'm not mistaken. Am I wrong in that?
Constant vigilance.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you are.
Planetary improvement.
Okay.
Finished.
I don't think that. Yeah, the DOS, which is one of the capital ships, and the CDA can do that.
Compulsory capital factory is vital.
Though I don't know at what range the CDA can do that.
The DOS is pretty much their aircraft carrier. If I'm not
The
mistaken.
what? The DSC?
The DOS.
No, that's the sniper.
You sure?
It's long range. Yeah.
DDS. I was looking,
DDS.
the font had me fooled. My bad.
Giral Hane have no honor.
So the DOS is what it's called, a super.
Allies have arrived.
Super cruiser.
Thank you. I was dying for a second there. Couldn't talk.
Planetary improvement finished.
I actually think we should change the OSS. Because we call it right now a battle carrier.
Yeah.
Orbital
It can only carry 5 ships at its highest level.
Huh.
And with its shield and weapon, I think it should be called just a battleship.
Right.
Because there's nothing really in the Halo universe called a battleship. So why not make this thing called a battleship?
No, there was one Covenant
Because it
one
worked that way.
as far as graphic novels are concerned, if I'm not
There
mistaken.
was, yeah. And that used to be the Titan at one point, I think. But I wasn't around back. Oh shit, that's the Flood World, turn around.
Where are you? Uh-oh. It's closer to me. Well, no, it's closer to you, so.
Planetary improvement.
That's good.
They won't activate, but they're there.
Yeah. Don't.
Corvette at the ready.
No go.
Orbital structure.
Don't have the right
Fucking
pesticides for that shit yet. Want to build an
Allies
OAS.
have arrived. Corvette at the ready.
I want to build an OAS so bad.
I propagate the faith.
Keep an eye out for fighters.
They're tough nuts to crack, but they're definitely crackable.
Haste.
Do you recommend Banshees or Seraphs?
I usually do like a 1 or no,
Reverence
to-
and
fuck.
salvation.
2 to 1 ratio
At the ready.
of
Two
Banshees and
Banshees.
Seraphs. Like one part Banshee, 1 part or 2 parts. Fuck. Can't speak.
Oh, really?
You're good, my dude.
For every 2 Seraphs, it's a Banshee. That's pretty much what I do.
Orbital structure complete.
Why does this game have to be so pretty? Let's sit there and let
Because
the-
Mal.
Damn it.
All because of Mal.
Because of Mal. Mal will be the reason that I died it in this game. That's a commonplace saying with us, for those of you that are watching. Died
I
it.
did it.
Deaded. I did it.
Didified.
Got
Keep the thralls in line.
And it just increases in ridiculousness as we go.
Keep the thralls in line. Yes, Fleetmaster?
I do believe that desk voice lines are also on the DRP right now.
Keep the thralls
They are.
in line.
Which I know they're going to iron that out, so
Reverence and salvation.
Are they actually? Let me click on your.
they're going to leave it that way.
I can't listen to it on your DRP. I was gonna see if it was. I can't remember,
There is
but
no
they probably
rest.
are.
Right.
Oh, hello. I found one of their planets. They have a very, very high level Valiant called Inconvenience. That's the perfect name for it, given the situation.
Oh, God.
The UNSC Inconvenience.
That's awesome.
30 at half health, so it should be easy to take. As long as they don't drop their nukes on
Is
me.
this one of the enemy players, or is this a Splinter faction?
Our
This is
brother
enemy
under attack.
player.
Our ally is under assault.
Okay. Well, I'm tempting to claim the water world
The
now.
humans' flies will
I think they wasted both their nukes on all my SDVs, so my ORS should be able to chop them up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I have energy projectors on it too, so
vigilance. The Sangheli shall
that's under
Athens
what's it
class
called?
carrier.
Face reward. If you get the face reward research, your ORS can shoot energy projectors.
Nice.
bow before the Covenant.
Though I might have just pissed them off.
Yeah. Look at that. I gotta say, compared to updates ago, the plasma beams and everything look amazing.
Yeah, we had an Archer missile boost.
Did
They
you?
look a bit prettier now. They don't do anything else. They just look. They're more prominent.
Yeah. Focus all on one.
I am an instrument of your will. The humans' flies will tremble.
My goal is to build an OAS before this episode is over. So I don't know if that'll happen or not.
Keep an eye
We'll
out
see.
for fighters.
Wow, how much do they cost? Like,
It's 31,000 something in CR.
yeah, it's
And
ridiculous.
salvation. The Sangheli shall always
Alright, I got the
be
water
your
world.
escort.
I'm claiming it now, I should say. Do you have to occupy the terminus to control it, or do you really ever control it?
You don't control it. You can just go through
shall
it.
spread the
Gotcha.
might of the Covenant.
Which means they have an excellent
Backdoor.
staging area into your
I
territory.
am an
Oh,
instrument of
God.
Just letting you know.
Yeah.
Because the other one's obviously in their territory by now.
Yeah. I'm researching the CCS now. Quite
The
the...
humans'
I can outrun them through
flies will
slip space, so
tremble.
I'm not worried about this ORS. This is my starting one. He's up to level 7.
Your will.
How do you see the level of your...
Just hover over him. Show on the info card. Like it's the big number next to the name.
Gotcha.
Our ally is under assault. I am an instrument of your will. The great journey awaits.
Do I have 3 ORSs? No, I don't.
Okay.
Ooh. I can make a cast.
What about upgrades for your ships, like in Ministries? High energy plasma, stuff like that. When do you
Yeah,
prioritize
that's-
that?
Shields pretty early, weapon systems a bit late. But yeah, definitely shields and hull points are pretty high on the list.
So, like, improved emitters and such like that.
Yeah,
This
that
cannot be
whole
done.
tree is all shieldy bits.
Shieldy bits.
Our
floaty
brother
bits.
is under attack.
All the bits.
Keep an eye out for fighters.
Oh, they've sent a fleet in response. It's rather small, but I'd rather not risk losing this.
Alright. Placing deuterium extractors all over the water world.
I should be able to outrun them. I wouldn't be able to outrun their Parases, but it looks like they don't care
The ancients grace
to
us
use
with
their speed
favor.
advantage.
The ancients grace us with their favor.
Okay, so I'm definitely doing better than what I was before. In any of my previous Let's Plays. Alright, we have the ability to build some CCSs.
Orbital structure complete.
Alright, I'm gonna start focusing into all my ships into one fleet.
Gotcha.
That's basically what happens by the late game. You just have one fleet.
Our allies
It goes
have
back and
arrived.
forth doing what it needs to do.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yes, Fleet Master?
Planetary improvement finished.
Yes, Fleet Master?
The covenant shall grow by my hand.
Yes, Fleet Master?
Alrighty.
Orbital structure complete.
Zoom in on this lovely ship. ORS class heavy cruiser. Those side hangers, I still can't get over how good those look.
Yeah.
Luminous light. Alright.
The luminary shall guide us.
My Kaz is
Another
done.
planet shall spread.
I'm getting rid of that gap in between us. So that's good.
Nice. Heavenly Invocation.
Wait, what?
That's my, Kaz.
The ancients grace us with their favor. Planetary improvement finished.
Yeah, they're prepping for an assault on me, it looks like.
Gotcha.
They're sending a poor stalwart to the flood world.
Fun with that.
Your Eminence?
Alright.
Constant vigilance.
1 point orbital processing. So orbital processors, probably something I should look into. Probably long ago.
Well, it's not what I expected.
What's up?
Orbital structure complete.
I've got a single Halcyon coming to scout one of my planets.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's a pretty pretty heavy
the
scout.
thralls in line. Our plasma lance shall pierce their heart.
You sound awesome in this game, Thesk.
Our
It
brother
almost
is
gives you
under
chills
attack.
when you know the person.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Orbital structure
It's been a
complete.
long time since I put out a video of this. Create some awareness for it.
I think Halcyons are... Yeah, Halcyons are set
yeah.
to the slow bit.
I got a fleet. It's alright.
Oh, yeah.
Corvette at the ready.
Do you know?
Surprised I don't have an
Our
infinity
planet
yet.
is being contested.
Do you have, patrol stations up on any of your other worlds?
No. But I'm gonna be working on unlocking that now.
Yeah, patrol station probably would have been able to deal with that.
Yeah.
Not the first tier one, but a later tier one.
Instrument of your will.
Oh, here comes their Halcyon to one of
The
my
angels
planets.
grace us with their favor.
Not appreciative of this.
Orbital structure complete. Orbital structure complete. Corvette at the
Be good over there. Do you need some help?
Rallying a fleet now. I actually feel like I should be able to deal with it.